Kin, the man whose TikTok account has captivated hundreds of thousands of viewers worldwide, posted a brand new update about the alien entity he discovered inside a meteorite. The video, uploaded just 1 hour ago, shows him returning to the very site where he released the mysterious black organism into a shallow body of water. This update follows a flood of messages from worried followers, many of whom had expressed deep concern that the decision to place the entity in water may have harmed it. Kin, responding to these anxieties, went back to the scene to confirm whether or not the being had survived. What he captured stunned audiences once again, adding another remarkable chapter to what is becoming one of the most extraordinary unfolding events of our time. In the new footage, Kin carefully lowers a camera into the water, focusing on the area where the black entity was first set free. To the amazement of viewers, the creature is clearly visible, moving slowly beneath the surface. The video shows its strange, twisting limbs shifting and stretching, producing ripples that travel outward across the water's surface. Its glossy, fluid-like texture glimmers in the light, making it appear both organic and alien at the same time. This confirmation that the entity was still alive brought a wave of relief across the comment section, with countless followers expressing gratitude that Kin had returned to check on it. Many people noted that this was the clearest footage yet, since the daylight allowed for sharper detail. Observers pointed out subtle motions that seemed purposeful, as though the creature was not merely drifting, but actively exploring its environment. In the comments, dozens of viewers claimed they could see what appeared to be an eye on the being, a dark, rounded shape that briefly caught the camera's focus before vanishing again into its shifting form. For those who already believed the entity was sentient, this was confirmation. For others, the suggestion of an eye sparked a heated debate, with many replaying the footage repeatedly to scrutinize every frame. The emotional reaction to the video underscores how invested people have become in Kin's journey. When he first revealed the meteorite weeks ago, no one could have predicted that it would contain a living organism. Since then, the narrative has unfolded in real time, with Kin documenting each new discovery. The revelation that the black matter was capable of growth, movement, and branching structures already had people convinced that it was something otherworldly. But this latest video has deepened that conviction. Seeing the creature alive, adapting, and possibly even watching its surroundings left many convinced that Kin had not only discovered something extraterrestrial, but also something intelligent. The choice to return to the site was more than just an update. It was a way for Kin to reassure his audience that he was still committed to transparency. Over the past weeks, speculation has swirled that authorities or outside groups might attempt to silence him or confiscate the sphere and its contents. By returning to the location with his own equipment and providing raw, unedited footage, Kin demonstrated that he remained in control of the narrative. Fans praised him for his bravery, noting that if the being truly possesses the potential many suspect, then protecting and documenting it is of great importance. This latest footage also raised new scientific questions among those following the case closely. The way the creature moves underwater, with its tendril-like structures extending and contracting, suggested adaptability to different environments. Some theorized that it might require water for survival, and that Kin's decision to release it into a natural setting could have been the best possible choice. Others speculated that the being might be drawing energy directly from the water itself, perhaps absorbing minerals or using it as a medium for expansion. The visible branching patterns and the potential sight of an eye seemed to suggest an organism far more complex than a mere chemical reaction. In the comment sections across social media, theories proliferated. One group argued passionately for an extraterrestrial origin, pointing to the fact that the entity had been found within a meteorite, which itself is a product of outer space. Another group suggested it could be a biological entity unlike any yet catalogued on Earth, perhaps a form of cryptic life that had simply gone unnoticed until now. A smaller camp leaned toward technological explanations, claiming the fiber-like structures resembled nano-engineered systems designed for signal transmission or control. Whatever the origin, everyone agreed that the sight of the creature still alive confirmed it was no ordinary discovery. What struck many viewers was how the creature appeared to respond to its environment. Some noted that when the camera drew closer, the organism seemed to shift slightly, as if reacting to being observed. Combined with the theories about an eye, this left many feeling a strange sense of connection, as though the entity itself might be aware of being watched. The uncanny feeling sparked both awe and unease, as people grappled with the idea that humanity might now be witnessing an intelligence from beyond our world, or from a forgotten part of our own. For Kin, the journey continues. By posting this latest footage, he has reignited global fascination with the story. The relief of seeing the creature alive has been balanced by new questions about its nature and purpose. Theories have been shared around, but the evidence speaks for itself. The being is still alive, still moving, and possibly still evolving. Whether it is extraterrestrial, biological, or technological, it is now part of our shared awareness, and Kin's decision to keep filming ensures the world remains witness to this unfolding phenomenon. As of now, the mysterious black entity rests in its watery habitat, captured again by Kin's lens. The video has already gone viral, viewed by millions who are eager to follow every twist in this story. The possibility that an eye has been seen within the creature has only added to the drama, igniting hope, fear, and wonder all at once. For Kin's followers, this is not just entertainment. It feels like history in the making, the documentation of a discovery that may one day be recognized as proof that humanity is not alone. One hiker just posted a mysterious photograph to social media, asking for people to help her identify what she had photographed. The image was taken in Baker Hot Springs on January 13th. Nestled in the barren and captivating landscapes of western Utah, Baker Hot Springs stands as a testament to the power of geothermal activity and the enduring allure of natural hot springs. Located about 140 miles southwest of Salt Lake City, near the small town of Delta, Baker Hot Springs is a geothermal oasis that has long been cherished by locals and adventurous travelers alike. However, this hiker encountered something unexpected. The woman said her eyes fixated on a figure slowly approaching, describing it as a tall, slender figure. As it drew nearer, her curiosity morphed into bewilderment. The being had an elongated, bulbous head that seemed to defy the laws of nature. Its eyes were large, almond-shaped, and didn't match those of a human. One user said the following: "It is becoming increasingly evident that there is an unusual phenomenon occurring as we are encountering enigmatic beings almost regularly. This incident stands out as particularly noteworthy due to the availability of photographic evidence, which is not a common occurrence in such cases. This evidence adds a layer of intrigue and credibility to the incident, providing a rare insight into what the eyewitness encountered. Upon close examination, it is evident that the majority of the photographs are lacking in clarity. However, the specific one under discussion is notably sharp and well-defined. From this distinct image, it becomes apparent that there is a mysterious figure present, characterized by a substantial head, standing in an imposing manner and observing the eyewitness. As of right now, I have minimal understanding of what this might entail, but I firmly believe that this marks a positive advancement. If one is asserting an encounter with something unusual, it is imperative to support the claim with concrete evidence, which is the correct and logical approach." End quote. Oddly enough, this isn't the first time that this has happened. Another location where mysterious beings have been witnessed is Peru, but what many are not aware of is that these sightings go way back. On the night of October 13th, 2001, the town of Chulucanas in northwest Peru was the site of an unusual event, as numerous residents observed the appearance of several peculiar orange-red spherical objects in the sky. This extraordinary phenomenon persisted for a duration exceeding 2 hours, during which the objects demonstrated the ability to autonomously alter their configurations and trajectory, prompting onlookers to suspect the presence of intentional navigation. At a certain juncture, the objects seemed to converge into a singular, sizable entity, further adding to the enigmatic nature of the experience. Numerous individuals not only witnessed the events unfold, but several residents also succeeded in recording them on video, thereby presenting undeniable evidence of their authenticity and visibility to the public. This substantiates the fact that whatever transpired was indeed tangible and apparent to everyone. These occurrences were not only observed by many, but also documented visually by some members of the community, comprehensively establishing their actuality and making them perceptible to all. Approximately 2 weeks later, the peculiar luminous entities made a reappearance, exhibiting similar behavior as before, maneuvering through the night sky and rearranging themselves into various patterns. However, during this occurrence, some of them seemed to descend and alight in a field nearby, sparking curiosity and intrigue. This event had piqued the interest of the local community, leading to widespread discussion and speculation concerning the nature and origin of the objects. On the evening of November 15th, 2001, numerous residents were present to observe the recurrence of the unusual phenomena for the third time, marking it as one of the most widely observed events. During this occurrence, a feeling of apprehension and alarm permeated the assembled crowd, evoking a strong sense of fear and panic among the onlookers. This event was deeply unsettling for the witnesses, causing a significant impact and leaving a lasting impression on those who experienced it firsthand. During his investigation of the incident, Dr. Anthony Choi noted a peculiar sense of awareness emanating from the unidentified object or any potential occupants within it. He described how, as witnesses attempted to approach the descended objects, the object seemed to evade them by swiftly moving away. This unexpected behavior led to a fearful retreat by the onlookers as the object returned to its original position. These observations by Dr. Choi shed light on the unnerving and enigmatic nature of the encounter, highlighting a compelling sense of interaction and evasiveness displayed by the unidentified object. Ultimately, the unexplained nature of the lights and their potential origins continues to perplex researchers. Choi, in contrast, maintains a stance that allows for the possibility that these phenomena could be attributed to advanced non-human intelligence. This suggestion elicits contemplation regarding the potential involvement of entities beyond human comprehension. During his extensive investigation spanning 3 years, Choi thoroughly examined the sightings reported to the Peruvian Air Force, making a total of 17 visits to the region in question. His meticulous research led him to the conclusion that the majority of sightings were clustered in the Pinal Hill region, known for its extensive history of unusual incidents and unexplained phenomena. This area has been a hotbed of anomalous activity for a significant period, contributing to its reputation as a focal point for such occurrences. The mysterious reports date back centuries, if not millennia, encompassing a wide array of occurrences. These include sightings of peculiar diminutive humanoid beings that seemingly levitate on advanced apparatus, alongside incidents involving the unexplained vanishing of livestock and even individuals. Some of the missing persons returned with claims of only having been absent for a few hours, contrary to the actuality of their disappearance extending over multiple days. Spanning an area of about 300 square miles, there is a peculiar horseshoe-shaped patch of land devoid of any vegetation, an anomaly that has piqued curiosity. Delving into this fascinating speculation unveils a rich tapestry of possibilities, prompting contemplation on the potential intersection between terrestrial landscapes and extraterrestrial activity. Choi diligently engaged in extensive conversations with numerous eyewitnesses, delving into not only the reported sightings in Chulucanas, but also investigating various peculiar occurrences in the Pilan Hill vicinity. Through these in-depth interviews, it became evident that numerous military pilots had encountered these enigmatic phenomena over Pilan Hill. These accounts unveiled consistent descriptions of colossal, tangible craft emitting a radiant orange-red glow and a palpable surge of heat in their proximity. Additionally, it was revealed that these encounters were not isolated incidents, but rather constituted a recurring and perplexing occurrence in the area. During an interview, Choi was informed by a former Air Force officer, who preferred to remain anonymous, about a captivating incident that occurred in the late 1950s or early 1960s. In this peculiar event, a pilot was purportedly taken from his aircraft into one of these enigmatic objects. Subsequently, he was returned to his plane and executed a successful landing, following which he reported the encounter to his superiors. This account raises numerous questions and compels a deeper exploration into the strange occurrences experienced by individuals working in the Air Force during that era. An intriguing aspect, which was omitted from the official account of that specific flight, is the apparent prolonged duration of the flight, exceeding 2 hours, despite the aircraft carrying fuel adequate for only a 45-minute journey. This inexplicable discrepancy warrants further examination, and raises profound questions regarding the events that transpired during the flight. Several years following this enigmatic incident, Peru's Air Force made a surprising announcement, declaring the establishment of an official UFO office with the purpose of thoroughly investigating the numerous sightings of peculiar aerial phenomena across the nation. This move indicated a deliberate step towards in-depth analysis and understanding of these occurrences, signifying a heightened level of commitment and seriousness in addressing the reported phenomena. According to a 17-year-old in Peru, he reported that he has just captured images of the mysterious entities that have been plaguing the area. The photographs showcase an unidentified entity that he photographed just before going to bed. Based on the accounts provided by the boy and his entire family, many who have been following this case have said that this is the infamous Pelecaris creature. According to the boy, the being lifted him effortlessly with a single arm while levitating, and subsequently released him abruptly. The being was described as towering over 7 feet and hovered silently. This testimony prompts a re-evaluation of the traditional assumptions about encounters with such entities, highlighting the potential variance in their behavior and intentions. The creature in question possesses disproportionately large hands, along with peculiar apertures on its facial area, emitting unusual vocalizations. Furthermore, there is an unidentified flying object visible in the sky. It exhibits remarkable agility and moves without making any discernible noise. Additionally, it displays exceptional strength and speed. Notably, its characteristics appear inconsistent with those of a jetpack, which are typically known for being loud, or a hoverboard, as the legs of the being are visible and not suspended beneath. As per the residents, encounters with these creatures continue to occur, and they mentioned that the recent viral spread of reports on social media has played a crucial role in drawing attention to the ongoing events in these rural communities. This has prompted widespread awareness and concern for the situation, shedding light on the experiences of those living in these smaller villages and the encounters they have had with the creatures. According to a resident, there have been ongoing sightings of luminous orbs shortly after the appearance of these unidentified creatures. The resident expressed perplexity regarding the nature and motives of these phenomena, emphasizing the persistent lack of comprehension in this regard, despite the ongoing observations. One individual, a female, provided a thorough account of her recent encounter with a luminous being. She described how, shortly after the sighting, she suddenly lost consciousness and later regained awareness several hours later, finding herself in a location different from where the initial encounter took place. This detailed recounting sheds light on the strange and perplexing nature of her experience, as it raises questions about the possible effects and implications of interacting with such an entity. The recent events have given rise to a plethora of inquiries regarding the situation in Peru and the underlying motives of these enigmatic beings. Initially, there were suspicions that the individuals were engaged in illegal mining activities. However, subsequent interviews conducted with these individuals in Peru have cast doubt on this assumption. Presently, there remains uncertainty surrounding the true nature of the situation and the reasons behind the influx of numerous people sharing these peculiar accounts. It appears that the situation is more complex than previously thought, and a comprehensive investigation is required to unravel the mysteries surrounding these reports. Over the last 6 months, Peru has gained significant traction on various social media platforms due to reports of residents encountering entities standing at an imposing 7 feet tall. The discussions surrounding this phenomenon have garnered widespread attention, prompting in-depth analysis and speculation. In the rural region of Alto Nanay, situated in the northeastern vicinity of Lima, Peru, individuals who have been long-term inhabitants of the area assert that they have been regularly encountering beings of towering stature, approximately 7 feet tall. These purported encounters have been reported consistently over several decades, raising questions and fueling discussions within the local community. The encounters with these enigmatic entities have stirred a blend of curiosity and has led residents to come forward with their mysterious encounters. These enigmatic creatures reportedly possess robust, armored exoskeletons, accompanied by prominent attributes like sizable craniums and striking yellow irises. It is believed that these distinct physical characteristics contribute to their aura of mystery and intrigue. The residents have consistently observed that these beings have been launching repeated attacks on their community at night since the 11th of July. The inhabitants have expressed concerns about the safety of their community due to these ongoing incidents. The current state of the community is characterized by heightened levels of fear and unease, which have been predominantly triggered by a troubling incident concerning a woman. Based on the available reports, it is indicated that the assailant approached her from the rear and inflicted a cut on her neck following her resistance. The distressing occurrence has instilled a sense of unease among the members of the community, significantly impeding their ability to seek comfort and relaxation as they persistently experience a pervasive feeling of being under threat. Surprisingly, video documentation capturing the event was made public, and individuals who viewed it reported observing a figure resembling a humanoid, whereas others commented on the creature's resemblance to a bug. This occurrence sparked varied interpretations, with some perceiving a human-like form and others identifying insect-like characteristics. The Iquitu indigenous community has raised concerns about alleged encounters with extraterrestrial entities that they believe to be invulnerable to their conventional hunting equipment. They are seeking support from the Peruvian military to safeguard themselves from these otherworldly intruders. As per their testimony, the aliens wear protective gear and demonstrate exceptional hovering capabilities with the aid of spherical footwear illuminated by a red light. The indigenous people are urgently requesting assistance to ensure their protection and address the potential threat posed by these interstellar visitors. This comprehensive account sheds light on the Iquitu community's plea for help in dealing with the perceived presence of these enigmatic beings. Community leader Jairo Reategui Avila reported encountering individuals whom he likened to beings from a different world. In a remarkable turn of events, Jairo fired at one of them on 2 separate occasions, yet they remained unscathed before eventually disappearing. This extraordinary incident has sparked significant trepidation and unease among community members. The inexplicable nature of the encounter has given rise to widespread apprehension, leaving many deeply perturbed by the inexplicable events that unfolded. To safeguard their locality, the villagers have initiated vigilant nocturnal patrols. Despite appealing for military support from the authorities, the village's remote geographical setting requires a strenuous 10-hour journey via the river from Iquitos city. This thorough narrative offers enriched depth, significantly expanding on the circumstances and actions taken by the villagers to protect their community from alien threats. Certain villagers have likened extraterrestrial beings to pelicaras, considering them as unusual entities that allegedly feed on human fat and organs. These comparisons have sparked intrigue and speculation within the community, prompting discussions about the perceived characteristics and behaviors of these enigmatic creatures. The officials have carried out an extensive assessment of the area surrounding the village, thoroughly investigating the periphery, including the location where the teenager was reportedly assaulted. However, it is still unclear whether any corroborating evidence was found to support the claims made by the villagers, or if the authorities are planning to deploy military personnel to the region for an extended period.